Hey everybody, this is David B69. We are week 12. I mean, believe it or not, we're going to be facing off against the Dallas Cowboys. Man, I hate the Cowboys. Just hate them with a passion. As this is recording, we're like 9 days away from the beginning of the regular season, and we're going to face those Cowboys. And I'm still disgusted about how the first games what went. But I know for a fact that we can do better on this attempt because we got the problems out of the way. Something we're complaining about Tanner McKee, and they're doing all this stuff, and um, I'm not worried about Tanner McKee because he doesn't play. So it's kind of
Film
crazy.
rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Okay, it's basically the same exact thing that we're going to do. We're going to be using the tight ends um, a lot. It's basically it's a very weak spot in the NFL. Um, so yeah, so we'll get it. We're going to get it going. We're going to just totally knock them out. Um, and the short route running is always huge to help with that. So let's do it. Again, Dallas Goddard, 8 catches, not a problem. This is just the kind of game that Dallas will do. Got to double check the weekly strategy. Um, Not really changing anything there. Ooh, no, no, no. Cancel. I'm not really sure what has been done and what hasn't been done. So we're just going to go to half pads. Because if nobody, here we go. Definitely want Dallas to rest. And check the defense out. Yeah, we definitely have things there. Kobe Dean, you can go in half pads. Okay, I feel pretty good. And we can simulate this practice. Okay, feel pretty good. And let's play the game. Um, we should be able to beat this Dallas Cowboy team. I have just no doubt in my mind that we should be able to win this game. So let's just concentrate, do our best, and look for the W. That's what we're going for today.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His crew playing some good ball, 5-2 in their last 7 games. On the other side, you've got the Cowboys head coach. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
A huge play right off the bat. 33 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
And he'll get about 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll bring this inside the 15. And that's good enough for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got
to the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run with the Clemson drive. This is Will Shipley. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
45-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Intended for Grant Calcaterra. Incomplete.
Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult.
That one's frustrating. I got to punt it.
A 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Moving left. He's going to keep it himself. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
1-yard gain.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Shipley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start this drive on the ground with speed. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Hunter Lipke, touchdown, Dallas.
That was definitely my fault.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Shipley. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And an Eagle 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down. Here's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Shipley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Eagles in possession.
Okay, I really have to trust myself, and I have to punt this ball away. I don't feel good about it, but I'm doing it.
Now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Looked like he was at a scene for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Heading out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd down, Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. And Nolan Smith getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That's down the field for Lamb. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
At their own 41-yard line.
Shipley. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now an option here, left side, and he'll give it up on the pitch.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Trim it.
He'll give it here to Shipley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And
I got punted again.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
No chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Into space. Still going. And he is gone.
I don't know what else I could do there. I thought I had a good defense.
That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
Cowboys 21, Eagles 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray gonna return it. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. On the ground, this is Shipley. He'll work forward for a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On third down, here's Hurts. Rolling to the left. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here comes the screen to Spears. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Here's Shipley. He'll manage only a couple. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. A carry here for Shipley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
2nd and 10. He'll try and run right on the option. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Third down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And he's into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. On 1st and 10, Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Reed Blankenship up from his safety spot, finds a way in and records the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed. He got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott now. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Now it's 2nd and 1. Allen Spears. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
3rd and short. Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is Rashee Rice. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Chiefs have little problem here. They run away with a dominant win. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And it's Josh Jacobs. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Packers win this one by a count of 17-3. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Jets. And this is Keaton Mitchell. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Ravens up their mark to 7-4 with this win. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late season byes. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley. A big hole inside the 20. And he will score. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Eagles. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown. And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Right back to Ferguson. He's got another one. And they'll pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 4.
Well, we give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Williams gets it on the draw. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now going to get a stoppage, injured player. Oh, it's CeeDee Lamb who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Open man, right side. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A gain of 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Yeah, here we go. Like that going.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on fourth down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's in! Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Gain of 29 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Off the play fake, Hurts. That's caught left side by Donald. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. On first down, it's Hurts. Headed left, buying time. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Let's go. Hey, 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's the option, running right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have come back to level things. It's 28 all. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. He'll return this from the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Here's Dak to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Eagles recover the football.
You have to appreciate the effort of the ball carrier. I mean, how many tackles did it seem like he broke on that run? But so often we see it, Mike, time and time again. The more these guys fight for extra yards, they're fighting and clawing for every inch. That ball just gets a little lower and a little looser, and the way these guys are taught now on defense, if you don't have great ball security, they are going to attack it, and in this case, they're able to pop it loose and come up with a big takeaway.
They'll run with Shipley. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. On play action, here's Hurts. Moving to his left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be close to the first down. Broken just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
It's going to be third. They need one. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert on third and short, picking up 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Once again, they'll give it to Shipley. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down, working his way out left. He runs with it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Third down, 3 to go. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Grant Calcaterra. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
Cowboys 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, it's Chenault. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go!
Drive begins with a run by Williams. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
On the stop. A gain of 3 brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
The 28-yard line.
Here we go!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play. to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it, Mike.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Carter. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Jackson on the return.
The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed.
I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I did it,
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they had a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop.
I can't believe I did that.
Get them the ball back.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the give, it's Williams. Finds an alley to the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down. That's Cowboys.
For a Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. These running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. In trouble, and down he goes. Nolan Smith in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
They bring the tight end in motion. Dak facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Shipley. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks.
I did it again. Twice in the same quarter.
The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Ray going to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The Marvion Overshown. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
25 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down. Another carry here for Shipley. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On play action, Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dallas.
And on the 3rd time in this 4th quarter, I screwed up.
With Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
To be fair, though, I did not see him. I did not see him whatsoever. I was on the one-on-one coverage. It's like I didn't see the safety, and it's my fault.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. They'll give it here to Shipley. Inside the 35. And he's into the end zone yet again. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is his third touchdown of the game and his ninth for the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Makes the score Cowboys 45, Eagles 42. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. 1st and 10. The throw is down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd.
3rd down and 12.
It is 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Shipley. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Down late. Try to get to the line quickly. A carry here for Shipley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Eagles.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
34 yards.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. Here's first down.
Good. 180, 180.
They'll run. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Now, first and goal. Hurts working in the pistol. Forced to his right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. Dak to throw. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Oh, yeah. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
10 more yards.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. Another try, second and 10. Prescott now. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. That's going to be caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took to get the ball to...
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now, on 2nd and long.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd down.
He'll get up and spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Now, a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
Down at the 19-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
All I can say is this game was the most craziest game of my Madden life. Yeah, it's like just the amount of bad plays that I made that were really, really bad. But still kept my composure, kept on holding on, kept on just going hope that I would be able to hold it out. You can see we had 3 interceptions, but we had 2 touchdowns. I mean, I basically held on for dear life. Will Shipley, 320 yards rushing. Can we think about that for a minute? 320 yards rushing. That's demoralizing to anybody. We gave up 145. I'm not happy about that. But they gave up 320 yards rushing, and that was just to Shipley. That is insane. Receiving, Goddard got 6. Now, did he need 8? I hope he didn't miss our goal because of that. Yeah, what a game. He gets 6 extra bonus points from this game. I mean, he's just basically feeling really good. So we're going to give him a elusive back up the yin yang is what we're going to do. We're just going to give it all to being an elusive back. I mean, why wouldn't I? And it's like he's done such a fantastic job for us. And so we had this back and everything that was just okay, to now he's this incredible back. We still have another point. Damn. So yeah, now he's an 84 overall. Man, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. You love when you can get so many skill points from that. Ty Robertson has 2 skill points. We're obviously going to give him 1 for nose tackle. That's generally what he is. He's a nose tackle. I'm having him up there for the blocking and the tackling. So it's good to see him getting pumped up. Of course, he was the trade requirement that we had. Okay, QB break thing. I don't think that went well. 3 interceptions. That's not going to be good. Um, Film room prep. Yeah. Took this challenge and dominated. Yeah. Okay, they give him the goal pass. So I guess it's basically the total tight ends overall. It's not just Dallas Goddard. So it's like a lot. Any last comments? Let's praise the front office. Let's do that. Get our general manager happy with us. So I feel really good about that. And we can advance to next week. And then we'll look at our weekly recap after that. We took another level up, which I like.
Two-thirds of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Eagles' defense, which was a big part of the Super Bowl championship a year ago, making a play here. They forced
That was
Jalen
the
Hurts
Eagles
into a
offense
bad
turning
throw.
it over,
It's
so
picked
you
off,
guys are
and it's going to
idiots.
be taken back all the way for the touchdown. The Eagles are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is ARSB Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Jets. And this is Keaton Mitchell. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Ravens win their second straight, and they do it in style. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
So there you go. We have the Bears next. That's in what's called, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're looking good. You always look out for the rain, because like rain, snow, anything, you just kind of got to keep a look at it and on it. Let's take a look at the standings. We just want the NFC. Okay. Cowboys are 8-3. Rams are 8-3. Giants are second in the division. I think we're still looking in. But I'm not sure. Here we go. Yeah. Right now, the Giants, Detroit. Yeah, San Francisco would be looking in. and they're a half game up on us. So we just got to continue to win games, is basically what I'm saying. And if we continue to win games, we'll be fine. We're playing the Bears next. The Bears are 2-9. They're just plain awful. So, yes, we have a long road ahead of us, but things could be looking up here. You can see their Bears defense is a little bit better than ours. But if we play wise and smart, we should be able to dominate. You can see our offense is now 95 overall, which I really love. So until next time, this is Dave 69, and I'm out.